I went to school in South London. My firm was Cambridge. And
What is something about yourself that you've learned or that surprised you when you figured that out?
I'm quite judgmental in new places, especially Caucasian people. Like, I was considering retaking the year. I became more religious in that time, knowing that God's plan is the best plan. Can't really regret the only way out.
Oh. All right. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing okay? How's your day been?
It's been alright.
Been alright?
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Been a long day. Okay, let's hopefully it ends happily and good. Cool. So, what are you doing in life right now?
I'm a first year doing geography at King's. That's all I have time for, to be honest. There's nothing else going on. Yeah.
Okay. How are you finding it?
It's interesting. It's only starting to get better. Post exams, pre exams, it was stress. It was stress, and yeah.
Okay. Was there how different was this? I guess these exams to your kind of like the A levels times, or were they just similar?
Oh, they're very, very different. A levels is more, you know what you need to revise to get the grades, but coming into these exams, I didn't know how to structure it, what to focus my revision on, because we had like a syllabus in A level where like this will come up, this will, But here it was just like, no, you just go revise all the lectures and hope for the best.
Hope for the
best. Literally.
It'd be like that. So I guess you're in your first year now. So how's so far now? How has it been your transition going from A levels to university?
It was quite hard at first. More so learning how to revise differently. Sixth form is more teacher focused, teacher led. They kind of direct you, but here it's just more like you sit down for 2 hours, absorb what you can, and then try to understand and put your own spin on it. And that was kind of hard to adjust to. Also making friends, that wasn't like an issue for me, but actually bonding with those friends is a lot harder because we're not with them every single day. And I live at home, so it's even harder to like stay in contact with people. And more so, I wasn't bothered to because I wanted to keep my old friends, but then they were going through the same thing with trying to make new friends. So that conflict was kind of hard to adjust to.
Okay, that's understandable. So, how was sixth form in general, though?
I'm just gonna say, it was okay. There were periods where it was like rough. Everyone goes through that, like the exams, like trying to get the grades for university. But there was a lot of like social moments where like I can really cherish those memories. So I'll say it's good.
Okay. So now you're doing geography. Did you find that was always what you wanted to do, or is that kind of like how did you kind of find yourself going into that?
I never wanted to do geography. Like geography was just that lesson in school where you kind of just chilled.
No.
Like just chilled and relaxed. Like I didn't take that too seriously, and then I ended up having to do it for A levels because I had like a spare option. I was like, geography seems easy, so let me do it. It wasn't easy at all. Then coming results day, I didn't get the grades I needed, so then Kings were like, just do geography, and I was like, might as well, because I'm not trying to stay at home. Yeah.
So far now, even though it was just kind of like Kings was like, yo, G, come do geography, we were like, yo, cool. Is that so far? Have you regretted that decision, or is it one that you're seeming to be enjoying so far?
No, I don't regret it because where else would I be? To be honest, it's like my only choice, to be honest. So can't really regret the only way out.
Oh, that's true.
So I can't regret.
But
it was either Kings or redo A levels, and I was not trying to do that again.
Okay. You found yourself in geography. What did you feel that is what you wanted to do, or did you not know?
Oh, I was really interested in economics, finance, banking. Like that's been my sort of career goal. But I've learned that you don't really necessarily need an economics degree to go into finance or banking. We had someone come in that worked at a bank and they did music for their degree. So after that, I was like, do I really need to learn economics? Like, so she was playing instruments for 3 years and is now making money. Like
out here playing the guitar, now it's out here talking about like treasury bonds and
I could be looking at rocks was traveling to school, I'll still end up in the same place. So I was alright with that.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay, so looking even more back, how was your transition from, I guess, from GCSEs onto A levels?
That was quite smooth because I went to the same school, so I was already familiar with my surroundings. The learning curve was quite intense. It's quite similar to university learning curve, except that with A levels you have a bit more guidance because you have teachers that will like focus on your weaknesses, whereas here the only help you can only get help if you go out of your way for it,
Yeah.
which not a lot of people are comfortable with doing, like emailing lecturers.
Yeah.
Like I've never considered doing that. I've just always considered I'll just rewatch it and hope for the best again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So seeing where you are now in life, what is something you or some things you wish you had known earlier?
I wish that I knew that there are resources for me to go and use. Coming to university, I didn't really know what I could like access until other people that had similar experiences to me went and told me about things that I could go out and look for. So extenuating circumstances and finances, like a maintenance loan. I didn't know about that until like right up to the end of like beginning of uni, and just other resources.
Seeing where you are now, is there any piece of advice that you'd like to give back?
Oh, that uni isn't a competition anymore, because A levels it was more. I need to get the grades. I need to do better than you. I need to get the grades to get to uni. But here you can work with people because we're all gonna get a degree at the end of the day. There's no limit of how many people that can get A stars and A's. Everyone can get a first if we like work together. So not seeing it as a competition, being open to working with people, you should come to uni with that mindset.
So is there anything that I guess as coming through uni and through all like I guess the trials or that you've gone through, is there anything that surprised you that you learnt about yourself?
Oh, that I'm quite judgmental in new places. So I came here and not seeing a lot of people that were similar to me, I was just like, okay, I hate everyone here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother speaking to anyone. I'm not trying to make friends, just get my degree and leave. And like I realized that I judged a lot of people before really getting to know them, especially Caucasian people. Like I'm big on this. Especially the ones that were from London. Like I really judged them differently, and especially people that came from abroad. I was just like, okay, these guys have money, and like all of that kind of stuff. And I wasn't trying to make friends until I went through an experience where I was forced to make friends on the Spain trip. And I realized that they're actually nice people, and I shouldn't have judged them as harshly.
Okay. So you were saying earlier on that when you came to uni, you were a bit reluctant to make friends. Do you find that now that you're a bit more deliberate in trying to make friends, or at least I guess you're more deliberate on being less judgmental to people?
I feel like it's both. Because I had friends beginning of uni, I just wasn't close to them. I didn't go out my way to like meet up with them and stay in contact. So they were more just people that I knew that went to my university. They weren't really friends, more so. Like I tried to stay in contact more with my sixth form friends rather than going out my way to bond with these new people.
So I want to know how you felt on results day when you realised that you, I don't know, do you want these people to know this?
I think it knows.
Oh, okay, yeah, when you realised that you didn't, because I feel like that's something.
I knew something. You know when I went blank, that was...
Yeah, so when you realised that you didn't make the grades for your firm and endurance, and yeah, just how it was, how you navigated that situation.
Oh, I panicked. Like, I just refreshed the page. I was like, okay, let me just...
So wait, first a bit of backstory.
They don't know yet. So my firm was Cambridge. I had an offer to go there to study land economy, and then my insurance was King's to do political economy. And then on results day, I didn't get the grades. I needed to do either one, and saw that King's offered a place to do geography instead. So I sort of panicked when I saw that I didn't get the grades, and I just rushed to school trying to find out if I was close to the grade boundaries. I was close, but it wasn't worth me getting a remark because I wouldn't have been able to still go to Cambridge. That was my only like thought I didn't really care about King's. I was just like, I need to get to Cambridge. I need to get to Cambridge. So then when I saw that I couldn't go to Cambridge, I was just like, okay, King's is my only option. I was considering retaking the year, but my mum and my parents were really supportive. They were like, King's is a good university as well. It's top 20 and it's got a good reputation. Like, there's no point redoing year just for you to having the, like, you might not end up going to Cambridge either way. You might end up settling for another university. So I just ended up having to just firm it and come to King's.
Are you happy that you took that advice from your parents?
Yeah, I'm very happy because geography isn't as intense as other subjects, so there's a lot of time for me just to like relax and chill. I gotta be honest. Like,
yeah, honesty's over here, man.
yeah, it's not as intense as other subjects. Like people are here like stressing, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
I'm living my life.
This is why people don't rate geography. I'm gonna cut when I get on there. I'm not saying.
Like, it's a good degree. Like I can still go into finance with it, so I'm all good. But the truth is, it's not as intense as other subjects, so I'm happy about that. But you can say what you want about it.
We'll see.
I'm in first year, so it's not intense yet.
Yeah. Obviously, you made a decision that, okay, cool, I will accept the offer from King's. How was it? How did you go about, I guess, accepting and dealing with, I guess, the disappointment of results day and saying, okay, cool, I'm now here and this is going to be the new path, rather than retaking to go to Cambridge?
Well, it took me a lot of time to actually accept it, and I think I became more religious in that time because like I was in like a lot of thought, a lot of like, oh, what did I do wrong? And I'm like now more religious because of that experience. Like I became closer to God, and that was my way of dealing with it, knowing that God's plan is the best plan. So time and my religion was the thing that helped me most.
So obviously you had an offer from Cambridge. Not many students get that. So did you go to a school that? Did you go to a school where it was quite common for people to get offers at Cambridge? So, yeah. So how did you even get to a place where you could get an offer?
I went to school in South London called Pimlico Academy, and
Pimlico.
yeah, so we barely have people going to Oxbridge, and I only applied because my mum forced me to stay in London, so like it was UCL, King's, and LSE were the main unis I applied to, and I had 2 free spaces. And I was like, I might as well apply to Cambridge, you know, and like you never know what can happen. And then there were 2 other people that got places. I ended up getting an offer. I was quite surprised because my teachers didn't want me to apply as well, because they were like, there's no point, like, do you really think? My GCSEs aren't that good. So, like, I was quite lucky in a sense. Because Oxford, they really care about GCSEs, but Cambridge is more so A-levels and personal statement. And so my school didn't really support me in applying, but once I got that offer, then they were like, okay, wow, so you guys can actually get offers. So like the year 12s and year 13s now have a lot more support because they weren't expecting someone like me to actually get an offer. So
that's a good positive result from you getting that.
Yeah.
You know?
I hate when teachers do that. They try to tell you, or just try to limit you a bit. I'm going to die if I apply, and I don't get the offer. I'm not going to lose anything by applying. So just
no, but thank you for that. We appreciate it.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask as well. Sorry, I just find
you might as well just come close.
Very interesting. I just find it all very interesting. So obviously, I'm sure that there may be people who also go to schools where maybe they just want to try to apply to Cambridge or Oxford, just want to take a leap of faith, and their teachers may not support them either. So how can they go about applying? What do you think it was that made your application successful?
Taking advantage of people that are applying. So the people that the school supported, I just kind of tactically became closer to them, and they sort of helped me. And my tutor helped me a lot. Like, we both kind of cheated the system. You might have to edit this part out, but basically,
I never spelled it.
Like I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah,
I'm not putting that part anywhere.
You can tell us.
Basically, when you apply to Cambridge, you're meant to send an essay, and you're not allowed to edit the essay or do anything to it. We edited the shit out of the essay and just like send.
But I'm sure people are doing that anyway.
I know, because
there's no way.
he went to a private school and he was like,
Yeah.
if private school kids are doing it, why can't we do it? Like,
Yeah.
they're cheating already. You might as well cheat. No, it was my essay,
Okay.
but they specifically say that you can't edit it.
Oh,
Like,
it's
it
like
has
an
to
essay
be
that
one
you
that's
really-
already done.
Oh, they already
Yeah.
submitted in school.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And we edited it and did all sorts.
man.
Yeah, so my tutor and taking advantage of people that were applying. I was still friends with them, but you know, I had to tactically take advantage of them, yeah, at the same time.
After 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good though. Thank you.
But God gave it to me. I'm grateful to Him.
And I guess my final question, do you think that something like this is important? And if so, if not, why?
I think it's very important because it will help sixth formers, especially with coming to university, knowing what to do, what not to do, and if they do go through these experiences, they'll know that they're not the only ones that have gone through this, and that there is like a way out, and there are options and people they can talk to. So yeah, it's quite important.